He's relaxed. He doesn't seem to be in a hurry. He knows his game. He's starting, right now.
Right.
So OKC, he knows who he is. He's a good defender as we see him pick up.
And on the court right now, Orlando Magic. It's Troy Copain, Brian Angola-Rodas, Kem Birch, Jacoby Boykins, and Tyler Rawson. Thunder. And there it is. We just talked.
The course of the game, the better defender he'll become.
Is that a good thing?
It's not a good thing or a bad thing, but it's just a thing.
Up top. Nice backdoor cut by P.J. Dozier and a good look and pass from Thomas.
Stay, being able to absorb him and him going there, that says to me that the other teams really didn't do.
What's going on in Milwaukee with Jabari Parker, Bobby, and why today, specifically midnight tonight, is significant?
Well, it's significant because
Last one. And in the passing lanes, Burton, the masked Avenger, gets up. Thunder, a little offense off of defense never hurts. And Deontay Burton taking advantage and taking flight. And this poor ball boy, he's trying to clean the floor. Coming to Summer League and still out here, put the mask on, battling through it.
And Raj, as you talked about him yesterday, and you explained his story, Korea and playing there. As we see, he plays the passing lanes, and he's not going to be denied.
And from the corner, knocking that one down, Amadou Diallo. Don't you want to protect your assets at this point?
No, I want my players to play.
Okay, be in rotation for those back-to-backs and long trips, but a number of the guys at Summer League here, if they were to make a roster, right, they may not be playing in all these games. In action over and over. And having a coach see what she's ESPN Plus.
Yeah.
So you basically, if you wanted to watch a Summer League basketball game, you have no excuse because there's access everywhere. Oh, sweet pass, and Thomas moving without the ball, running his lane, finishes with the slam.
All fans, but also for tourists, for people who are wanting.
From the corner for the OKC, Copain kicks it up, taking a shot. Purvis been aggressive
and advance into the next level. And this is where you got to give David Stern and Adam Silver has embraced technology. You have to give, the founders of that thought, and then it goes into video games now.
For sure. Increasingly, it's going to help the popularity of the game, whether, like you said, video games or things going viral, videos.
Team to the playoffs, and I think here with Orlando, he's going to do a good job. So they got a good coach in Steve Clifford.
NBA two-way contracts. And the idea is like, okay, now you can be a part of the G League, but also be contracted to an NBA team.
Developing that player. And too often you would invest in a player and spend one of your top 5 players.
Right.
Most of the time, these are going to be role players coming in off the bench, 8 through 12.
Right.
And if you're lucky, they develop into,
Alley-oop to Ferguson, who finishes.
And Ferguson looked like he had his head on the rim.
Right. He got up. He got up.
Learn a different language and a different culture and a different way of being.
Right.
So older players, it's like if you learn to speak Spanish, it's easier to learn to now add Italian. Oui, oui.
Oui, oui. Nice shot for Rawson.
Now we see Orlando, they're not only are they scoring the basketball now, verbal talking out on the floor. Players are talking and communicating to each other on the defensive side of the basketball.
Absolutely.
Roll down.
Copain attacking, gets the floater to go inside the paint over the defense. Right, kicks it over to Rawson. Can't get this one to go. Earlier had knocked down that same shot. Diallo in transition, in space, finishing that layup.
Never thought that he would become as great a shooter and as good a shooter as he's become.
And they recently re-signed him to a 4-year, $76 million contract. I mean, you talk about his growth and improvement, but on the other side, for OKC, there's a different kind of story in Nerlens Noel,
yes,
who now just recently signed with OKC from being offered a $70 million contract. Turns it down, bets on himself, says, I'm going to
get... These last, 5 to 7 years, these players are saying it's about the community, it's about environment, it's about the team, going to be about the money. decisions are not being made, strictly based on monetary reasons. And I would give it an A+. I would give it an A+, because this could have potentially been a disastrous offseason for them. Out of 10.
OKC led by as much as 16 points in the game, and Isaiah, my mother, not anywhere near as accomplished as you. In fact, she never played basketball. To say, Roz, shoot it before you turn it over.
Absolutely. Yes. I mean, because if you shoot it, right?
Copain working against the defense. Pressing up on Copain, and Troy, unbothered, gets past the defense, stays poised, and finds a gap to knock down the jumper. Brian Angola Rodas
has cleaned up their turnover game and turned up their three-point shooting game.
Under 5 minutes in the fourth quarter.
Nice! That's what when you talk about Burton, it's the shot fake up, behind the back, and bam! Woo! Down with the left hand.
And Russell was there.
This is,
Sure, he's playing through as he has a face mask on, protecting. Nice extra pass as Thomas finishes inside.
Love what he did.
Right, you literally felt the momentum in the arena, fans kind of standing up and oohing. He just had two big dunks earlier. Copain knocking down the three over the defense.
The only player that the Magic is worried about right now that they got to find a way to shut down is Burton.
Ooh, nice pass. Purvis with 20 points in the game. The last time this game was tied was when the game was at 3-3.
2-for-1 opportunity. But let's see what their 2-for-1 play is coming down court. This is what the coaches and the talent evaluators look for. Can you execute in game? So they want to get a shot up, with
using the Ferguson screen. And a miscommunication as he tried to pass it.
Oh, he had him on the lob. We always know the player taking the ball out of bounds is probably the most dangerous player because that's a traveling. Got to be some movement here. We get the screen. Now do we get the game winner? We get the game winner. Yes. That's how you close. That's how you finish.
And here is the replay. Burton over the defense of Comanche and gets it to go ahead.
and Comanche made he challenged with his right hand. Burton moved it over to his, he's a lefty. So as he comes up, Burton challenges with his right.